All right, what's good, y'all? What the fuck? What's good, y'all? It's TNG Taylor Made Grit. I saw this interesting YouTube video called Gen Z is still sleeping. So, I figure I get my insight, my thoughts on this shit, have a conversation about it. You feel me? So yeah, let's get into it. Type shit, I guess. You feel me? Anyway, let's get it.
If you made the average human life the length of one day, if you're 20, then right now it's about 6 a.m. I'm about to turn 20, and this fact has kind of stuck with me for a minute now. This is all off the cuff, by the way, which is weird for me. Normally I do all scripted stuff and, everything's planned out, but this is a bit more candid. So I don't have a script. So we're just going to see how this goes. I heard this fact when I was probably 16 or so. And like I said, it's really stuck with me. It really puts into perspective how much time we have in our life. 20 is about the middle age of Gen Z right now. I think the oldest is about 26 and the youngest are about like 14 or 13. So for pretty much all of Gen Z, it's around 5, 6 a.m. And I think that's interesting because there's a plane going over me. And I think that's interesting because Gen Z really seems to be hyper-focused on how much time we have left and how much time has passed. Every time I look at Instagram, I feel like I see a video that's something along the lines of, hey, did you know that October was 6 months ago? No, bro, it was actually 7 months ago. And it's like, whoa, that's crazy. I can't believe that 2014 was a decade ago. We all really have this obsession with time, just to kind of as a generational
Um, to comment, I don't know if that's like all of Gen Z or whatever, but I feel like that's everybody in the world. You feel me? Or not the world, but I guess I don't know the Western world. Feel me? Like every generation tweaks off how old they're getting. You feel me? I remember when millennials were tweaking about how they were 30 and shit, and I'm 25. You feel me? I'm getting up there, and when I mean up there is like just getting older. But yeah, it is trippy to look back and realize 2014 was 10 years ago because I remember being 15 years old. It felt like high school was yesterday, and I've been out of high school like almost 8 years. So I don't know. Adulting always feels brand new. They don't teach you adulting in high school. They don't teach you credit. They don't teach you finances. They don't teach you financial literacy. They don't teach you um how jobs actually fucking work. They really don't teach you how to write a resume. At least lower income schools. I can't speak for higher income schools, but um yeah, you always just feel like a fucking baby. Everything just feels brand new because it is brand new. Um I'm still learning new shit as I keep going, you know what I'm saying? You deal with all types of shit when you're an adult. So it is like a trippy feeling to look back and just know that time has flown, I guess.
thing. And that's interesting to me because it's always talked about in the context of like, oh man, well, it's over now. I'm 20 years old. My childhood is gone. But the truth of the matter is that when using this analogy, if you're in Gen Z, you're still sleeping. It's 6 a.m. The sun hasn't even come up yet, and most of us already feel like it's over. I actually came out to this field at 6 a.m. today, but it started raining, so it's like 5:30 p.m. now. Doesn't really sell the effect as hard, but it's the thought that counts, and boy, is that thought counting. Let's get a change of scenery. Switch up the spot here. It's a little quieter over here. I feel like Gen Z all the time says things like life is passing me by. I'm growing up, but I don't feel older. All that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not trying to say all these people are just stupid. I'm Gen Z myself. I feel this too. But I like to use this analogy just to keep my mind in the right spot. If you imagine one day, one full day, the first 6, 7 hours of it, most people don't even experience. They're normally sleeping. And I kind of feel like as a generation, we're all mourning the loss of the first 6 hours of the day. Not to say that all of these claims we're making are totally unfounded. We are definitely experiencing less things. We spend a lot more time online, all of that stuff. But I simply don't think it's as dire or it's as worthy of mourning over as some people make it out to be. You know, I'm turning 20 soon. I'm about to enter a new decade of life, and you know, I feel like I feel many similar things to the rest of my generation. I feel like there's a lot of things that I wanted to do in my teens that I just kind of didn't. And while there is regret for not doing some of those things,
I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're the most cooked generation so far. I mean, if you think about it, like everything is high as hell. Taxes is crazy. Gas prices are insane. It's hard to get a house. I live in Cali, so it's mad expensive out here. I live in the most expensive city in America. You can do the math and the logic on that, but bruh, it's not easy out here. And you know, you got the previous couple generations talking about they had apartments at minimum wage. Me and my girl work full time together, and we barely got a spot. So um, I don't fucking know, man. We don't got time to really like sit down and enjoy shit. I mean, the average Gen Zer, but you know, you got those ones, those rare ones that made money fast or whatever. I don't know how the fuck they got it. It's all about who you know and shit. But time is money, and our generation just feels like we don't got that shit. We don't feel like we got energy, time, or money because it's all relevant. It's all the same shit to us, or you know, just a universal law that money is energy and shit. Time is energy. Time is money. So
things there's still time. I have my 20s. I can do them in my 20s. I didn't make any music. I wanted to do that ever since I was like 13. I wanted to put out music, and I haven't done that yet. I started a video series when I was 13, and I haven't finished it yet. You know, maybe you have a business you want to start up or something. Maybe you're looking at your 20s in the face, and you regret not doing something in your teens, and that's okay. But instead of using that regret to further spiral down into sadness and think your 20s are going to be horrible, you can use that regret and put it towards something good. You can end up doing that. You wanted to start a business when you were 17 and you haven't done it yet. You can do it.
and I feel like people's misconception, at least Gen Z's misconception about growing up, is that you're supposed to be fucking successful in your 20s. That's not even necessarily the case, bro. I feel like all your 20s, I mean, from 20 to 30, you're supposed to be spending that time getting your shit together and figuring all this shit out. You feel me? Trying to put the pieces together and shit like that. I don't think you need to be having everything fucking figured out or financially here or there or blah, blah, blah. It's not really about that, bro. I'm 25. I barely just got a license. I barely just got like my life in a certain order. You feel me? My credit is like a little bit up there, you know what I'm saying? But all this shit, it took time, bro. It took years for me to figure out a lot of this shit. I tried to start businesses. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. You feel me? But I'm working a regular job. Yeah, I'm on the fucking computer right now as we speak, but this is just me being creative. It has nothing to do with my life, or it does, but it doesn't. Yeah, your 20s is just for you to be on your shit, be on your grind. You feel me? Get your shit together and learn things. Like once you get out of high school, you're like back in kindergarten all over again. So it's like, you know, you got to start from a new foundation, learn new things, um pick up some more vocabulary type shit. Nobody said this shit was going to be easy, and nobody said this shit was going to be hard either. It's just what it is, man. Everybody, like, I guess being 18 to 21 is hella confusing, and even after that, because you see all your peers around you, people you went to high school with, people you grew up around, your neighborhood, your community, either doing far worse than you or far much better than you. They could be your same age or a little bit younger than you, a little bit better than you, I mean a little bit older than you. But it's like it's a little bit confusing because you see niggas driving, you might be still on the bus, you might be still walking, You got people riding bikes. You got people with whole families. You got people that started kids, had kids, started families, all that other shit. You feel me? Like it's everywhere. But that's just what an adult is. You feel me? It's random, bro. You gotta go choose your character build and shit. What stats you want to tack onto your build and shit. You feel me? Like just get out there and go decide what you want to go do. And when it comes to regrets, bruh, do them now, bro. I mean, you're in your 20s. If you don't think you got the room to be creative, I mean, I feel bad for you, bro, because I know humans, and one thing about humans, we make time for shit that we want, shit that we truly want. Like I said in my last video, our emotional minds are the drivers of our minds and shit. So if we really feel like doing something, we gonna do it.
You can go do it. You haven't done it yet, and you know there could be problems attached to that, but that's all right. You can go do that right now. Even if you're like 60. I don't know why you're watching this if you're 60, but it's like what 9 p.m. or something for you. You can do something. Colonel Sanders was like 65 or whatever. That dude was looking at that dude was howling at the midnight moon. Gen Z is still young. I know we're now not the youngest generation in the in the zeitgeist anymore, but we are all still young. Even if you're like 25, you know, you still got a lot of time. And I just think we all get a little scared about something that really isn't.
And yeah, I get it. Like 25, you're in your quarter. You're a quarter through your life, I guess, to put it that way, because most of us don't even hit 100 years old. But I'm 25 and I'm not stressed about not having a house or one that is fully into my name or any of that shit. I got a roof over my head. I got my girl. I got my food. I got my job and all that shit. I got a shower, everything. I got food, water, everything I need to, sustain my life. But, like I'm not stressing about everything being mine right now. I'm just building towards that shit. And, most men, most women, I can't really speak for women, but at least from what I know from my dad and other men on YouTube and people around me in my community, you really don't even reach your prime as a man until you're like 40 in your 40s. So, um, don't stall, but also like take your time, but don't bullshit, bro. Like get on your shit.
There. But also, using this analogy, previous generations did kind of wake up earlier. People used to get married younger, people used to move out younger, all of that stuff. But another truth I guess I will rebuttal with is that someone who wakes up at 4:30 a.m. is not automatically going to have a better day than someone who wakes up at 7. I've woken up at 4:30 before and tried to have a day, and sometimes it wasn't good. Sometimes I had a good morning and then it fizzled out. And sometimes I still wasn't productive, even though I woke up early. On the flip side, there were some days where I woke up at 10 and I ended up having a good day. The time at which I started did not guarantee a win or a loss. It's hot out here. I think I'm sweating like a lot. Our lives really are just starting. Our days are just now getting started, and we're already mourning the loss of the first couple hours. Now, some people did wake up earlier. Some people are successful at 17. Some people have found their purpose in life by 20. But again, that's someone who woke up early, and that does not.
And it's not necessarily about how early you wake up, bruh. Really, it's your willpower, your drive, your emotions and shit. Like, how bad do you want this shit? You feel me? I done ran laps around niggas the same age as me, worked the same job as me, just because I was a little bit smarter with my money, just a little bit more serious about myself. So that's what I mean by, you feel me, when you get out of high school, it can be very confusing. Like after you turn 18, you see people doing all types of shit. Maybe they running laps around your ass, or maybe you're running laps around their ass. Everybody's going at their own different pace and shit. Like you on a freeway, you feel me? You might be going 65. The flow of traffic, other flows of traffic might be going a little bit higher or lower than you. But you stay in your lane, you stay in your flow. Niggas will move around you, you feel me? They're not gonna fuck with the speed you're going. If you're going too slow for them, they'll just speed the fuck up. So, touchy.
Automatically mean that they won over you. That doesn't mean that they won a competition. It just means that they got a head start. And it's okay to not get a head start. I don't think
And sometimes it's not even about a head start. Like I said, it's just I'm a little bit more serious than you. We might have came from the same neighborhood, same job, same place, bruh. But it's like I said, it's the mindset, bruh. Your outside environment can only do so much. Sometimes it, like I said, yeah, he's right. It is a head start, and it's your foundation too. It's about who you know and who put you on. But you also gotta realize we in an age of technology where we have all types of information at the palm of our fingertips, and we don't even utilize it in the way that we should. Like at all. We don't even use AI the way that we should. We use bullshit. Like we on bullshit, bro. We making SpongeBob and Patrick and fucking Mr. Crab albums with trap beats and shit. Instead of asking AI deep intellectual questions that could possibly bring you to a different fucking place in life, or are you just getting smarter in general?
we should be, as a whole generation, so obsessed and upset with our place in life. Now, I don't want someone to read into this and think that I'm justifying doing nothing with your life. Actually, I kind of want the opposite. I want this video to have a sense of urgency to it. Sure, for a lot of Gen Z, the sun isn't even up yet, but the sun is about to come up. If you're 19, if you're 21, and you feel like you should get started in life, you feel like you're not in the right place, then you're probably right. It's just apparent that Gen Z is really scared about the future, and I don't think we have to be.
I feel like we have a right to be a little bit terrified considering how things are going in this country. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm black, bro. I can always go back to Africa like you racist ass motherfuckers be saying. Honestly, I really could. Everything's a lot more natural there. You like we got this fucked up FDA, bro. I'm diabetic because of the FDA and because of the way I grew up, the way I ate and shit. But I'm pretty sure if I lived in a fucking less fortunate country, I'd be a lot more grateful about my life. I'm very grateful for my life. I gotta count my blessings every day, but I'm just saying, people in worse countries, they tend to be happier and shit. Like, America's fucking spoiled and we're all sick and twisted. We all need mental help and we all need to go to fucking therapy and shit. We're always looking at the next nigga and looking at what they got. That's what this all is, bro. We get on YouTube, we see niggas like Kai Cenat, all these streamers with money and all this other shit, seeing the way they live their fucking life, and look how many fucking views that shit get. But really what you should be worried about is your chick at home, your family at home. Sit down, work with them, sit down, live with them, talk with them, bro. I barely be on my phone, bro, on some real shit. Your phone is such a waste of time. It takes away from the present moment and all types of shit, bro. I'm here for them. I'm here for my people. I'm here for myself. So why the fuck do I want to be a zombie on my phone 24/7? Y'all gotta really think about that shit. Like when y'all go to a restaurant with your favorite person, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, uncle, auntie, best friend, whatever. Y'all niggas just sitting there both on your phone looking down. You feel me? Like think about the people that are older than you or a little bit more old school, and y'all go out with them, and y'all sit down, and y'all are facing each other, or y'all might even be sitting next to each other, and your dumb ass is on the fucking phone, and they're sitting there waiting for a conversation or something just because they don't have they didn't grow up being on their phone 24 fucking 7 like Gen Z or Gen Alpha did, bro. Y'all really gotta put that into consideration is that technology is numbing y'all from emotional connection and emotional intelligence. Y'all really gotta think about that shit and put others, I mean, just think about others, you feel me? Have some empathy, bro. Don't let this shit turn you to a technological fucking zombie, bro.
Now, Gen Z might have got some bad sleep overall, you know? So we might have got woken up in the middle of the night and we went back to bed. Who knows? There's a lot of different ways to spin this analogy. But even if you got bad sleep, even if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you can still have a good day. You can still have a fulfilling day. And, comparing that to this analogy, a fulfilling life. I kind of wanted to make this brain dump of a video to say that, you can start now and it's okay. But again, it's true that Gen Z has grown up looking at their screens. They weren't outside all the time. They don't remember a lot of their life so far. I throw myself in that category. Maybe you've never had a significant other. Maybe you went through school and just like played video games all day, and you feel like now you graduated, you feel like it's all over for you. It's just not. I mean, that's kind of the best way to put it. If you're 18, it's not even 6 a.m. You can have a good life. You can have a good day. Let's move again. There's a little thing right here I can stand on. Oh boy, there's cicadas everywhere. I guess this video, I kind of wanted to offer a little sliver of hope to some people, because I know some people really feel horribly about this topic. But I also wanted to offer some encouragement to start, you know? It's okay to start whenever, just as long as you start your day at some point. And I think worrying about when you're going to wake up is just going to make your day worse in general. That sun is about to come up, and enjoy it, I guess. I don't really know what else to say in this video. I just kind of wanted to bring up that analogy and talk a little bit about it. So, yeah. Have a good one.
So yeah, I mean, I guess he pretty much said shit that what I said, I a little bit verbatim. I don't know if I gave a little bit deeper perspective on whatever the fuck he was talking about, but I agree with a lot of the points he is saying. I just don't think you should like really like super take your time. Like if you're that concerned about your life, I really think you should do something about it, but I don't think you should be over stressing about being in a position some 60-year-old nigga or some 40-year-old nigga is in. Like understand that they're way older than you. They have so much years ahead of you. You might know a little bit more about this world versus the world they were in or vice versa, but you have to understand that some of us just had to work really hard. Some of us didn't. If you're one that has to work hard, put on your shoes and go work hard. And if you can't work hard, bro, that's your loss. Okay? Alright. TMG out, bro. Taylor Mangry. If y'all fuck with this shit, like, subscribe, whatever. Do all that bullshit. I don't really give a fuck. You okay? You feel me? Yeah.